The last day of November. We're heading into December. You can see I've got my Christmas sweater on that looks more like I don't know, a tablecloth at best. Imagine you had a Christmas couch that looked like this. Can you see this, the arms? It's comfy. On the phone, I'll come up when I'm ready. Hello, sir. How are you? Long time no see. Nice to see you. Nice to have everybody here today. How is your Sunday vibe? Are you being extra patient with your loved ones at this time of the year? Especially those who just got through Thanksgiving. You're probably peopled to the max. You don't want any more visitors. That's it. We're done. I gave it the office. Lots of messages today. Lots of activity. Lots of cool posts. I love what Rick posted today. It was fantastic. Oh, thank you for the award. I really, 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 really appreciate that. You know what? While I have a moment, why don't we do this? Okay, we're going to showcase some of the same people. I talked to them today. They're on a road trip. Turn it around. There you go. DJ DDK, which is Brian and Deb. I love their broadcasts when they're on their adventures going from place to place to place to place. It's wonderful. Check them out here on the Happs TV network. They're also on, I believe, Twitch. This gentleman I know is on Twitch because he advertises it like crazy. Here's a new friend to the family, Kevin. There you go. Song. He's a good guy. What else we got here? Remember that whatever your heart feels, whatever pulses, whatever is moving within your deepest core, that is secret messages from the divine. I truly believe that. Virginia, you're breaking my heart, right? Bootsy, Boutique. I've followed her for almost 10 years. What do we got here? Ted Hicks, one of a kind, to shock your mind. You are camera is you are neck. You are camera is at you are neck. Don't know what that means. I don't know what that. I'm on stage. I'm waiting for you in the back room. I'm not sure what you're saying. Here's Bernie. Bernie's another one that's definitely worth following here on Happs. Let's see who we got next. Oh, great friend on Twitter, Bruce Van Horn. Does all kinds of spiritual sayings. Also, Pammy, thank you for all your wonderful tweets. Unhealed trauma will have you being treated right, but still thinking it's a setup. Ooh. Unhealed trauma will have you being treated right, but still thinking it's a setup. Believe it or not, there are people out there hoping to meet someone just like you. It reminds me of that song. I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. Who is that? Do you know? Great creator on Twitter. Been following her for about 10 years. Please follow Just 10 Tyson on Happs. He's fun. It's wild. He has, it looks like he has a private. Let's do this. I can do it with my finger here. It's a touchscreen. I love this. Coffee Cup Confessions. When is the last time you had a coffee cup confession? Did you guys see the broadcast the other day where James was in the wonderful bubble bath with just the bubbles? It reminded me so much of Friends. I think it was Chandler, and he had the battleship covering his private parts. Those were the days, my friend. Oh, okay. Buy presents or be present. Which one is more important? Wrap gifts or wrap someone in a hug. I like that. Send gifts, send love, and donate. Mel Johnson, thank you so much for being here. Yes, I saw. That was funny with the bubbles. And he was in the Raw. Only here on Happs TV can you get such quality broadcasting each and every day. See the light or be the light. Which one is more important? See the light or be the light? And that's your holiday bucket list. I like that. It's funny, I can hear my wife's TV in the background. I'm wondering if you can hear my wife's TV in the background. Being rude is easy. It does not take any effort, and it is a sign of weakness and insecurity. Kindness shows great self discipline and strong self esteem. Being kind is not always easy when dealing with rude people. Kindness is a sign of a person who has done a lot of personal work. Do you guys agree with that? And that's my dear friend David from Twitter. Really good guy. So many people at this time of the year will be suffering in the sense of worrying about money. There's just not enough money here. Oh, this is wild. I'm actually seeing, I just saw myself on air because it linked up finally. I had to link it up on my Shout MGB. It was not working on the Twitter. So what is it says light chat with Happs community, Sunday, November 27th, 2021. It says live Christmas mindfulness joyous kindness peace. Well, we're all looking for a little peace. Being nice to someone you dislike doesn't mean you're fake. It means you're mature enough to control your emotions. Ooh, I like that one. That is so hard to do, right? To step up and be the adult in the conversation. Because when you get mad, you really get mad, right? You start to lose it. You get angry. You say things you don't mean. You might even hurt someone you really care about. And that's the problem, right? Is you never know who you could hurt. Daryl Smith. Thank you, Daryl. That's so nice. Sometimes when you just let it be, it ends up as sweet as honey. Let it be. That reminds me of the Beatles, right? Okay, let's see what we got here. How is your Sunday going today, guys? You having a good Sunday? We got all kinds of noises going on today. I can hear neighbors, I can hear the traffic. It sounds like the snow is melting, so it sounds like a small ocean as each car goes by. You cannot change the world by being like it. Oh, that's true. It's hard to step up, though. Yes, it's Monday morning in Australia. Okay. How's your Monday morning, Mel, today? You having a good one? What is the time there right now? It's usually about 14 hours ahead, I think, which in my mind is always hard to equate. Yeah. So is it like 6 in the morning kind of thing there? 7? Feel empowered by choice. Today's wisdom. In your life, you must become aware that you are empowered by choice. So in all things, choose only that which will serve you well throughout your lifetime. I agree. It's not always easy to step up, right? What's this one say? It is crazy how the experiences that hurt you the most are the ones that shape you into who you are. When you start to finally open your eyes, you will realize that it's okay to leave behind what does not allow you to grow. Whether it's a friendship, a relationship, a job, or a part of yourself that was toxic, understand that your healing journey will only start once you decide to love the parts of you that you have neglected. Start upholding your boundaries and do not betray your heart to satisfy others. Do you guys find that to be true? I like that very much. I find that actually very powerful. Mmm. Popcorn is prepared in the same pot, in the same heat, in the same oil, and yet the kernels do not all pop at the same time. Don't compare yourself to others. Your turn to pop will come. I like that. I like that. I think there's another beautiful saying too that, when you need the teacher or you need the book or you need the lesson, it will unfold right in front of you. You'll find it, right? Someone will donate that book. There's a million sounds today in the background. But luckily, it's not crazy windy like the other day. I was worried that the broadcast would actually stop. It was wild. Let's see here. Thank you so much, Elsa. I appreciate the mention. That's very nice of you. Thank you, Michael, Joseph, Murray, for all your support. You can find him on the Happs network here. Oh, there you are. Are you okay? I've not seen you. Are you no longer on Happs? Like, did you cancel your account? I know you were unhappy. I know there's been a lot of people that have been unhappy on this format. Hey, how are you? Wasn't the snow pretty today? Not okay. Why are you not okay? What's going on? Do you want to share? You don't have to share. James Garland right now is doing non-stop Christmas songs medley 2021. The greatest old Christmas songs melody between 2021 and 2022. Thank you, Mel, for all your support, especially on Twitter. I really appreciate you. Account is still there. It is pretty. Do you mean petty or pretty? Martin is back in the hospital. Oh my God. Is there any way you could go on to Haps and we could talk about it for a bit? Are you open to doing that for a few minutes? I hope you're okay. It's just this year has been a humdinger for you. It's been like one thing after another. I really feel for you. I honestly do. I know it's not been easy for you. I'd also like to thank W. Rick Victory 2 for all your support. He is a person who promotes independent artists. Can you give me a minute to put clothes on? Well, clothes are kind of important. Yeah. I don't know how long I'm going to be on here today, but if I'm on, that would be great. I would love to talk to you, discuss some stuff. That would be great. The weather's weird today. The other thing that's going on too is by 4:30 everything shuts down. In the sense of it gets dark. I miss I miss the days when, it was 9:30 and the sun was still up. Two things to remember in life. Take care of your thoughts when you are alone and take care of your words when you are with people. That is so good. Because words can be weapons, right? You can really hurt the people you love, especially at Christmas time. We have to be extra careful. It just suddenly got very dark in here. Let me see if I can fix this. All right, now we're yellow. Call it yellow. Okay, can I reach over there? Just one sec. All right. I don't know. Is that any better? I don't even think it's any better. It might be worse, actually. That's so funny. Lighting's a weird thing. This one here, can it go? Can it go brighter? I don't know. It just suddenly got so dark. Yeah, that's a little better. That's a little better. It's fine. Thank you. I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I don't know if you've noticed that. I'm also a little loony at times, but you probably noticed that. Um, Little things can send me. It's so funny because Colin, with him, we did this broadcast one time, and we did the portrait, which we were doing right now, and he had to stop the broadcast. It drove him crazy. It was not good. Yes, I have noticed that. The crazy part, right? Yeah. But I also have an infectious joy for life. I really do. And I have a great love for Happs. And I'm hoping Happs will be able to get through this. It's a little bit of misery right now. This sometimes works. Yeah. I don't know. There we go. Love moves mountains. Happs TV. I enjoy listening to you. You know what's funny is so many people listen to me and never ever comment. And I find out later through conversations. Because they'll mention things that are on the show. Like the other day when we had the drama, and someone called me and said, I really like Vanita. I know she tried to make things better. And this is a person that hasn't called me in like 3 or 4 months. And I was like, thank you. I'd love to send a shout out to James. Hey James, how you doing, buddy? I'd also like to send a shout out to Donna and Ken and Michelle and Christopher. Bo Adams, how are you? Where are you? I miss you, buddy. He kind of fell off the planet, which is not good. Gratitude and kindness are my superpowers. What is your superpower? How did I get on? How do I get on, you mean? So you basically you have to go in. Oh, I have to give you an invite. That's my fault. That's not your fault. That's me. Sorry. All right. There we go. Okay. Invite. Perfect. All right. So you're going to get an invitation, and then you'll go into the waiting room, and I'll beam you up. And I don't know how long we can talk, but I'm in the midst of maybe doing dinner. I just really wanted to reach out and say hello to everybody because it's been such a crazy week. And I know the emotions have run really high because of, I know you guys have Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving is sometimes a bunch of people forced in a room that don't necessarily like each other. It can also be the best time of your life. Some people absolutely love Thanksgiving, more so than I would say Christmas. It's fun, beer, friends. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, there you are. Okay, we will be able to talk for at least a couple of minutes, which is good. And you can fill
Ah,
me in. There you are. Hello. She's dressed.
kind of. Have nice sloppy t-shirts.
So
Brilliant.
what's going on? What's going on in your life? Is there and what do you feel comfortable sharing? I haven't seen you on Haps in forever. You should broadcast again.
I know.
No? No? Not feeling it?
No. Well, when you lose most of your sponsors and our story time doesn't work here because we can't see who gave us money, and there's just too many things that change so drastically. That
Overnight,
change. Oh,
right?
yeah, but
Overnight, yeah,
we
I
can't
agree.
change. I'm not gonna change my format. I'm not gonna go in and build a fan base and then say screw you guys.
Hmm.
I'm choosing to use. So we went where people told us to go. Most of the
Yeah,
people who watch us and support us have been trying to get us over Twitch for years.
yes.
Um,
Well, you still
and
can do both, right? In the future, you
too
know
much time.
you'll get most of those features back slowly.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Once you lose your fan base, you lose your fan base.
Oh, I
You
disagree.
can't just you can't get a hold of them and say, so now that you're all over on Twitch with me, you're all gonna go back. No, no, no. I can't.
So
I keep saying
you
this.
believe there's been like a mass exodus? Is that what you're saying?
Well, when it comes to our fan base, yes.
You're not the only one saying this, by the way. You're not the only one. Um, Here's the thing. I used to get on a bad day, I would get 500 people. Now we get like 100. So it's what, 20% of what it was? I think
Yeah. Well, like I said,
a lot of
we had
people have
13.
left.
We had 13 sponsors, and I just looked now before I got on with you, and we've got they're now subscribers. They changed the terminology. I've got 3 on there.
Yeah. So it's
That's 10
changed.
people that are no longer giving us money.
Yes. Yeah.
Um, so we're focusing on Twitch and TikTok.
Right. TikTok is a monster.
It's
It
fun.
really is. It's a beast.
It's fun, and
Yeah.
we've changed our
Like
story
the
time.
potential on there is unbelievable. That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
TikTok is massive. I think it is the most powerful platform right now
Well,
with
and
momentum.
both TikTok and Twitch have small business support. So does Instagram. So you do like hashtag. You put the hashtag small business
Yeah.
check in, and its system finds you and randomly features different businesses on its
Yes.
on its main page. So now we can put things up that are company specific and just us,
Yeah.
and be able to get that attention because we've got to. And you see, and this is it when it comes to Martin and what's happening, on the mental health front.
Mm-hmm.
It was just way too many things back to back. So now the simplest things trigger him. I'm happy they
Right.
finally
Hi,
get caught being
Jay.
diagnosed with bipolar.
Did you
But
see what
his
Jay wrote? The fans have flocked south for the winter
for the winter,
and are
we're coming
never
for
coming
the
back
dollar
from the
tacos and
dollar tacos and the margaritas. Yes.
yeah, I saw that they
Jay
also
did
doing
a very cool broadcast in his robe the other day, and he kind of just let it all hang out
yeah.
and
I
said
finally got a
what he
chance to
needed to
shower today.
say.
I haven't been able to get my hair
Yeah.
trimmed, so it's like blah.
And
I
Randy,
hate
and
my
you know
hair.
Randy Horton, right? Randy Horton
Love
has
Randy.
also
Yep.
left.
Yeah, he's over on Twitch. So
Mm-hmm.
is Beardo and Weirdo. So is Desiree.
Yeah.
So is damn, yeah, a
Yeah.
lot. Like
So I
a lot.
hope it's a temporary condition. I hope that you can at least come and see me once a week and even support your other formats.
No, I don't care about you. You got to come see me.
Well,
I'm not gonna
okay.
come to Twitch to see you. You got to come here to see me.
All
Wait,
right. Well,
wait.
you lay the law. I would smack your hand a couple times like this.
Um, but no, when it comes to Martin, it's like the smallest things now are triggering him. It's just getting worse. They tried another medication, so we're hoping it
Mm-hmm.
works this time. But he's now like we've got this geek market thing. First time out doing things,
Yeah.
and spent $225 we don't have on a
Yes.
booth, and
Yes.
but we have to do something. Like we're going nuts, and the
Yeah.
smallest thing will trigger him. And it was a matter of keeping a schedule so we can make more product.
Yeah.
And
And how's that
things
going?
well, things did not go his way, so now he's in the hospital for 4 days, and I got to do everything on my own.
Oh, I'm so sorry, hon. Have you
So
been able to get any of those gigs where I talk to you and well, it's pouring rain and I'm thinking you're going to blow away and you're saying to me, "No, it's all weighted down, Michael. Everything's going to be
yes, it's
fine.
all weighted down. Yes,
It's all going to
um,
be fine." And I said to you, "I
that's
think
all.
you're in the clouds right now." No, no, no. We're just a few feet off the ground here. Don't you worry about it.
We're fine. We're on cement. It's okay.
Yeah.
Um, no LSP work. There's really no productions until February again,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure. Like it's the overnight shifts. When I asked them to switch today,
Yes.
and there was just no work because everyone already had
Yeah.
a day. No one wants to do the overnight shift,
Right.
so they're easy to get,
Yeah.
but it was wearing on us. It was really wearing on
Yeah.
us. Um, but zooming in your coat and no pants, no pants. Um, but yeah, it's just the smallest thing, and he just goes off the deep end, and just
Oh. And
there's
and and you, it's been hard on you. Like you have your
oh,
own issues right now, right? Like
God,
your
yeah.
your plate's not perfect either, and to have to support your own plate plus his is really tough right now.
People have been trying to encourage me to leave him, um,
Yeah. That's
and
not
I'm just
you?
like, because it's not healthy for me, and I'm like, I get it,
Yeah.
but really, 34 years together. Although we have, um, they did call me from the hospital,
Yeah.
and they said that they wanted me to have a conversation with Martin while they observed him,
Mm-hmm.
and they recommended we not do the separation because we've done a separation, a legal separation,
Yeah.
in order
Well,
to
they're
try to get
worried
his
it'll
brain.
trigger him into
Yeah.
like beyond coming back, right? Is
Well,
that what
they
they're
want
worried?
to, they're suggesting we divorce,
Okay.
and Martin and I are in
And how do
decision.
you feel about that? Beyond his feelings, how do
Um,
you feel about it
I
right
never
now?
wanted to get married in the first place,
Oh, okay.
so I really don't care. We're going to lose some benefits because
Yeah.
people do get married when they're legally married, and you can be
Right.
separated still legally married, but it's just he's not. His brain is just not like. I mean, we're
No, I could tell because he was on a broadcast, and you could tell he was half of himself.
and
You
I
could
just
tell that part of him had exited, at least to me.
well, the
I
medication is doing a little of that, I think, but I'm
and
not
he was
sure.
on by
We'll have to find.
himself, and I think he was saying that people should be loving and patient with you, and how much you've been through, and something along the lines. I'm kind of doing it from memory, but I remember more reading his energy and saying he's not here. Like
No.
that's not the guy. Because I used to talk to him before, and he was witty, and sometimes even give you a couple zingers, back, and there was none of that. There
Well,
was none of that. He was just not there.
he he'll be fine for a few days, like, and he'll be
Yeah,
himself. And I mean, we've been able to record a bunch of TikToks, and we're trickled out. I'm gonna run out. There's only about two or three of them left, I think.
yeah,
So I'm gonna run out, and I know that shouldn't be my priority and thought process, but it
yeah.
makes us feel good doing things like that. It makes us feel creative. It makes us feel, and TikTok's got all these challenges on there, and I'm having a hard time getting the numbers up, but that's because I'm not promoting because he's there. We get all these
Hmm.
videos done. We focus the day on that. We stick them all in drafts until so we can trickle them up like one a day or
Right.
whatever. And then one thing happens. One thing happens, and he's
And
gone.
he's triggered again, and he's gone.
Yeah, and it's just
He's
like,
gone.
where the hell did you go?
Yeah.
We haven't done any spirituality in years. Like we haven't meditated. Um, we haven't followed the pagan rituals that we're used to. We haven't.
Yeah.
There's so much we haven't done, and we keep trying to get back to
But
it
when
all.
his parents died, or one of his parents died, or something, wasn't that when everything went sideways?
That's when it got worse.
Yeah.
It started sideways about 7 years into living in
Oh,
BC,
really? Okay.
and then it got really bad when the festival was taken down by our
Mm-hmm.
co-producer, and the slander started, and he didn't.
Getting Cobwell.
No, he didn't know what to do. He wanted them to stop slandering me because it was me they went
Yeah.
after, and he wanted them to stop. But you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that, and he felt very helpless. And I kept saying to him, "Listen, no, you just got to be there. You got to work twice as hard on the project.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta not let it affect you." And he just couldn't.
Are you still living where you were living before? So
That's a
is
loose question.
well, no, but
But
you've
are we
moved quite
talking
a few.
before like a week ago, or are we talking before like a year ago?
No, we're talking about where I talked to you about maybe 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, you're still here.
Yeah, same place, right? I'm trying to be respectful because you're wanting, you'll share what you want to share,
Well, I have a cat that's trying to get my attention. Ugh.
Yeah. Well, of course. We all need
Um,
a little love.
your claws will be trimmed tomorrow. Till
Yes.
then, don't.
Please don't
I got a
scratch
friend
me.
coming over because Daddy's not going to be here for 4 days. Um,
Yes.
but yeah, we are. But we haven't. I admit we haven't been able to pay rent because Martin had that job, and then again he had a breakdown. And the job was like, listen, we want to give people a chance no matter what
Yeah.
their illnesses or issues are, but we can't have this.
So
So
I
we
want to
just
ask you because I have to go soon here. I want to
okay.
ask you a question about Happs. What would it take for you to come back? And Jay, what would it take for you to be happy? Because Jay is clearly not happy. I know what a lot of people want. It's called landscape.
What would
They
no?
go ahead.
What would it take? What would it take for
Yeah,
me to come back in
yeah,
any shape or form
yeah, yeah,
to broadcast independently?
yeah.
A 29-hour day.
Okay, so you need more time. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I can't. I can't
Yeah.
do our format. We need the picture in picture. We need the financial, which is not going to happen. We had someone when we were
Hmm.
talking about Haps on Twitch a couple days ago. Someone really went into why does monetization matter? Well, because long ago it didn't matter. We had a lot of work
Yes.
and we had a life and we could build things and not worry about whether or not we're going to eat.
You
I
had
mean, we're
money
both
coming in.
talking.
You had
We were
streams
both
of income. Is that what you're saying?
yeah.
Emma, how are
So
you?
if it's not, if it's not bringing in a little bit, and I can't do anything. Like I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we're reformatting the story time a little bit, just a little bit, to make it a little more TikTok friendly.
Yes.
And that's we're going to do a multiple choice for the adventures now.
Right.
So instead of doing it the way we did here, where these specific people are in the story, we're not going to do that because we're noticing the type of audience on TikTok and
Yes.
on Twitch are very much like that D&D RPG.
Yes.
You know
Well said.
that a lot of the gaming and
Mm-hmm.
cosplay people are over there, not here. So we're
Yeah.
going to write stories, and we're going to do them like once a week type thing once we can figure out how to make this all work.
Yes.
And if you put any amount in, so if you hit that little heart or that little, you
Yeah.
know, some of the things on TikTok, oh my God, for the money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a Swan Award, and it takes over half your screen, and
Yeah.
it floats across, and it's the visuals are beautiful, and
Right.
so anyone who gives money, you get to pick one of the directions. So
Ah.
like,
Okay.
so for example, if you throw in a
So it
bunch of
sounds
money,
like you almost have to take a course to understand what the hell you're doing on there. Like it's pretty.
super easy.
You think so? I see. I thought you had to have 1,000 people before you could go live, and I heard
We went
no.
live the other day,
Oh,
and we only have
that
700
must have
listeners.
changed because at one point you needed 1,000 people to go live. That's not the case anymore. Okay.
You have to get $50 before you can cash in,
Yeah. I.
um, and
Okay.
it
Yeah.
doesn't archive, but you can download it, you can save it.
Yeah.
So we're thinking of creating like a TikTok folder
Mm-hmm.
um, on YouTube that we can just download them, put them in that folder,
Ah.
so people can still see the replays, but they just won't
Okay.
be seeing them on TikTok.
I have to learn because all my friends are saying do some spiritual stuff on TikTok. There is an audience, and I was like, okay, you, yeah,
There are
you,
people. There's this one person who does.
yeah,
She calls it the Book of Answers, and it's a
mm-hmm,
black book
mm-hmm,
with white, the Book of Answers, right?
yeah,
And she waits to see you put up, your little rose or whatever,
yes,
any amount, and she opens up to a random page and points and what it says on the page. So it's
ah,
things like go ahead, don't do that, that wasn't a wise choice.
yes.
It's got all these little single sentence
So when you
type
got it
of.
done, when you had that done, it said run, run for the hills as fast as you can. Is that what it said? No.
I haven't spent money yet. I'm thinking of it. And then there's like Mr. Pay It Forward, who
Yes.
is
Emma, I
awesome.
have invited you up if you want to come up before I say goodbye. But I, even if we can chat privately and discuss a few things, that would be great. So, because I don't know the boundaries of what we can share. Do you know what I mean? I know you're an open book, but nobody wants to be an open book.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what I'm
trying not to.
saying? There's something should
I learned my
stay in the
lesson on
mystery
Periscope.
column.
I seriously learned my lesson on Periscope. That was we did a lot of mistakes in our Periscope
Yeah,
days.
well, I don't think you should ever show your full hand, right?
Oh, so I
Yeah,
should go like this.
yeah, yeah. We had all kinds of drama the last couple of weeks on here just from the platform changing, and
Too drastic. Way too
oh, it
drastic.
was
Way too.
huge. I feel like I feel like I'm cheating on the old Haps. It's so different. Like it's not even remotely the same. You know what I mean?
My God, you talk about the platform like it's a girlfriend.
It is. It is absolutely.
Oh, Michael, I didn't think you were that lonely. Come on.
Come on, Michael. Come on. You'll be okay. Say it's all right.
Lonely, 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 Michael.
Lonely, lonely and blue. Right? So how do you like my Christmas sweater here that looks more like I stole a tablecloth? There you go.
That's awesome.
Yes. I thought we're into the mode of definitely Christmas. But don't be a stranger. Don't give up on Haps. I think you should diversify as much as you can. Keep doing TikTok. TikTok is looking. You can't make me do what I don't want to do. I gave
No,
up.
you don't. You don't diversify across that many platforms because then you're not producing a good product.
I you can do it.
This isn't a portfolio. No, I can't, Michael. And the cat is trying to knock you over. Look,
Is it?
dude, stop. Like, go with the chair that I put him on.
What
Go
is
with the
that saying? You can do it.
Hi.
Put your back into it. There you go. There you go. Is that your cat saying?
It's one of two. Yes.
Yes.
This is Pippin.
Hi,
Pippin is
Pippin.
part Bengal. You can tell
Yeah.
because he is.
He's a former basketball player. Yeah.
He's a 23 pound. See, there's
Yeah.
Bengal markings there on his belly.
He
He's
looks
a
like he's
23
built
pound.
for comfort, not built for speed.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's got speed.
He's got
He
speed.
can reach.
Ramsey, how are you,
He
sir?
can reach the
Michael.
countertop. He can reach the countertop. He reaches up all the time and tries to take things off the counter when I'm making food.
Michael say to the folk engaging. What the hell's that mean? What does that mean? Michael say to the folk engaging. I, I don't know what that means. Does that mean read the comments? We haven't really had that many comments, to be honest.
Cat.
Emma's here. 3, 2, 1. We got Emma here as well. Hi, Emma.
There we go. Hi, Emma.
She's a cartoon character with fangs.
How are you?
Hello. No, not anymore.
I love your cat, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, I was
You're
really
you're
surprised.
breaking up a little bit, but we see you smiling. That's okay.
I was really surprised at
Yeah.
the shelter. He was sucky the second we walked in. So they in British Columbia, one of the big problems they have is breeders every once in a while a stray dog or a stray cat will get into the mix because they're usually out in the middle of nowhere. And in British Columbia, they don't take more than two animals in. So if you bring
Mm-hmm.
three, you pay for the third one. So what a lot of the breeders would do is when another cat or dog gets into the mix accidentally, is they call their friends up, and one friend takes two and goes over to this shelter. One friend takes two and goes over to that shelter, and spreads them around. So he was with his sister in the shelter that we got him from, and his two brothers were in another shelter in another jurisdiction, and he had one other brother that was in another shelter. But it was easy to separate them because there was no coming from a breeder. There's really no bonding with the cats. They bond as a cluster as opposed to you have to take both of them. So we can only afford him. We took him, but he's quite the roughhouser, which is why he's mine.
He looks happy and he trusts you. That's good.
Oh yeah, he's purring like mad. He just
Yeah.
loves being
Boy.
abused. He's so muscular.
I love it.
Sorry?
We can barely hear you, hon.
Sorry. Can you hear me now? I know I've been having issues.
If we're all having issues.
Michael always has issues.
Yeah, that's true. There's absolute truth in that.
How
That
about
is
now?
the
Is it a
solid
little bit
gospel.
better?
Is way better. I don't know what you did there, but
Okay.
how'd you get it to be a little better? Did you
I
pray
just
on it?
moved
What
my
happened there?
I just moved my
my earbuds around a little bit. My head
Okay.
while
Interesting. Do
recording.
you
Yeah.
think you have a short in your earbuds, maybe?
Probably.
I don't know, maybe. But
It
I've
could
also
be.
had problems with the app itself, with it crashing on me.
Oh yeah, a lot
Um,
of people it
yeah.
crashes over and over
Yeah,
again and the screen goes
Mm-hmm.
dark before it crashes and you have to push a
That's happened to
button.
me. Yeah,
So you're using the mobile for sure. You're
I
not using a
am.
computer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys both know how this works. Before we go, what are you currently grateful for? I haven't done that actually for a while.
no, you haven't.
No. Yeah.
Am
What are
I
you
grateful?
currently grateful for? I'm grateful for Tony D.
Why?
Cuz he brings me joy and laughter every day. He really went crazy on you the other day with your boyfriend thing with oh my god, that was funny. OG Classic is here as well.
I appreciate his help and his
Oh,
passion as
he
well.
was passionate. You could tell, and you could tell he was being triggered by old memories and stuff. It was hard for him talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I know it's
I never went through that. I never had to go through a battlefield. I never had to anybody shooting at me. Maybe ex girlfriends, that kind of thing. But
You live in
no,
Toronto,
I
so you
shouldn't
don't
joke. I
you
shouldn't
don't
joke.
see it anymore.
But I think his heart was in the right place.
Oh, 100%. And I really do appreciate the advice and the help and all of that. I think that was very kind and him reaching out and trying to help others as well.
Yes.
I think that's a really amazing thing.
But
Am
what
I
what is it
grateful?
going to take for you to be happier with the app?
Um, so
I've been asking
I hope
everybody
that
that,
they
by the
don't
way.
have I don't know if they took down the requirements for 1,000 followers now.
Okay.
Um, because that was like my biggest thing.
Yes.
So when I had re-downloaded the app, um, and then I saw that it said 10,000, you needed
Hmm.
10,000 followers, and I heard that you were also losing all the followers from Periscope. I was like, there is no way I'm going to be able to stream. I know that
Well, and you were
for a
huge
fact.
on Periscope. You were huge on
Uh,
Periscope. You really were. I remember. I
I don't
remember.
think.
It was fun watching those. Like she did. She had so many let's say young men who were enamored by you. I think that's
Let's
the
just say
nicest way.
that. Yeah, let's just say that. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's say that.
No.
Yeah.
Our biggest our biggest broadcast on Periscope was when we made the Maleficent wings. We were on air
Yeah.
for 10 hours working on the wings, and it was like a whole Sunday, and we
Yeah.
wound up with something like, geez, I think it was like 45,000 people
Oh my
at the end
god,
of the
that's
day,
Wow,
crazy. Yeah.
that's amazing.
and we didn't even watch the count. We were just so focused with telling people what we were doing and
Yeah,
sharing,
and that's what you have to do when it's crazy. Hi,
and
Joy.
we had the big
Mhm.
basement back then, so it was
Yes.
easy to move around, and we had multiple cameras set up through OBS, and it was uh it was one of those crazy days of let's just do this. And at the end of the day, we went, all right, and we turned off the broadcast and we grabbed the device and we looked at it and went,
Yes.
sorry, how many?
Joy, you're on the guest list if you're interested.
Um,
Okay.
I mean,
but
that's
no, it just
amazing. There's no
Some
way
scope
I've
must have
ever
just
had that
stopped.
amount.
Some broadcasts must have just stopped because we're starting to get
well,
people in.
what is it you focus on, like your
I
broadcast?
typically very laid back, but I do like to sometimes. Back then, even more so when I was on Periscope, it was about mental health. Just kind of letting everybody know that struggling with those things, which I struggle with
Yeah.
severe social anxiety, PTSD, and depression. And it had just completely, um, what's the term? I can't think of it right now, but not be able to live a normal life for years, not be able to go out because of my fear.
Thank you for the
And
award. I
so
appreciate it.
when I started Periscope, that was my initial thing, was to kind of be a voice for the voiceless, also help others in the struggles and letting them know that they're not alone out there, because
Hmm.
growing up I never had that. And I wish that I had someone telling me that it was okay to struggle with these things and it didn't make you any less of a person. And so
Well said.
that's what, and I also want people to come to my broadcast and
Hmm.
not feel judged, not have to worry about bullying or feel attacked or any of those things.
Don't invite Tony D. If you don't want to get attacked, don't invite Tony D. That's what I'm saying.
Are you over on Twitch as well, or is Happs your only platform?
No, I tried Twitch, but I just couldn't. Back then it was still very gamer based, and
Not now.
I just had a lot of very inappropriate comments, to say the least.
Oh, you just gotta
Yeah, I
learn how to talk
noticed
to someone.
that. I noticed that back in the day. Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
that's where Martin and I
unfortunately.
have moved to. I still
Yeah,
have
and
the
I
app.
want to try it, but
Walt
I'm
Walt
scared of
is
that.
from Twitch. Walt, I loved your broadcast. It was beautiful. Everybody's
Yeah,
doing it from Twitch now. Is that a bad sign? What do you think?
Hmm.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't
In
know,
my opinion,
honestly.
it's only a matter of time before Haps just goes in, into the.
Into the abyss? Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Well, they basically what it looks like to me is that
Lenny.
they went through all the different other broadcast
Yes.
apps and basically picked what they wanted. But there's a reason why those different broadcast apps don't have
Right.
all the things on one app. Why Twitch is known for particular things, why TikTok is known for particular things,
Oh, I
why
see what you're saying. They specialize.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you get that type of people. I've been trying to get cosplayers over here since we got on Haps,
Yes.
in the very beginning, and I have not. I've not been able to get.
Mhm.
I managed to get one
Yes.
or two on to do a few interviews, and they don't stay. They're gone.
Helga,
You know,
thank you so much for that award. Hey, James, thank you for being here. I appreciate that. So, I'm a big believer of balance. I know you guys know that. So we've said 72 things that we don't like. Could we say one thing, like just
well,
one thing, one thing?
it's obvious. It's
I
obvious what I still like about this app, Michael.
Yes.
You're here.
The glory of
That's
Michael.
a good
That's
point.
I think that's what
I
we
agree
should
with that.
focus on. The glory of Michael and the tenacity of Tony D. That's what we should say. He'll dig
Oh
in the
no, I'm not going
trenches
to
with
say
you.
that because if I say
Thank
that,
you.
his ego will get bigger. Is it possible?
What will get bigger? What? What?
Ego. His ego.
Oh, okay, good. Okay. Got a
Okay,
little worried
good.
there.
Not
I
to
got a little
worry.
worried there. I was like, whoa. We
See,
went
Hey,
from
Michael, see how
PG
special
to
you are. I'm not wearing any makeup. I'm.
yes. Well, and you're radiant. It's like
you
there.
look
Yes, there you go.
amazing.
Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. Gene Simmons. That's all right. It says Michael Bathurst. Hi, Michael. Well, thank you, Lenny. Lenny and I are going to do a karaoke together soon, a Christmas one.
Oh, I love
So
that.
so if you guys want to go through some really painful Christmas carols with us, and I highly suggest bringing some earplugs and be okay with things not syncing. We haven't really tried it though with this app, so it might link a little better. Would you sing, Emma, if we brought you up?
No, it
Or
doesn't do
we
it.
No,
like
nobody wants to hear that.
you could do some background vocals? I know
No
you'd
one
sing.
wants
Oh,
to hear
I
that.
all day
I
long.
know it's not Halloween anymore. I don't want to scare anybody.
She
Ooh.
showed you her face. There we go.
Yeah.
James is being confrontational. That's why I love him.
Better this end
James
than that end.
Now, James the other day, believe it or not, did a bubble bath scene. Did you guys see that?
No.
No.
No, it was good. It was real too. It was very much.
No, hold on. We should be lying, right? Yeah, yeah. It was great. It was wonderful.
It was fantastic. It changed my life.
Got to
It
know.
brought me
Maybe to get the
clarity.
message. Um, but no, Michael. When it comes to the parameters of what to share, what not to share, and all that stuff, when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to Martin's mental health, it's really simple in the sense that he is
Are you
he
on
is
Facebook? Before we
I mean,
go, just are you on Facebook? We're both on Facebook, right? Both
yeah.
of us. Let's just
Don't I have you as a
let
friend?
let's just we'll talk in private room sometime. We'll
Okay.
figure it out. Okay? Because I don't know what the boundaries are, and I don't want to say stuff that I don't want to say. I
Well,
don't.
we don't know enough about bipolar.
Right.
Um, and when we found out that technically he's always had it,
Hi, Kelly.
it's just a series of triggers triggered it.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is they can't get rid of it, but we have to figure out how to get him back to where he was.
Yes.
And when they said, "Listen, you guys are separated, but you're still together," and that's great because, yeah, I never wanted to be a wifey in the first place. I never wanted to be married in the first place. We did it to shut his parents out.
Yeah.
So that was the big, huge trigger. Is that losing his parents and but back in BC, he was away from his parents, so that's when
Hmm.
it started. When everything got really bad in BC, and he started really deteriorating. His parents weren't next door, type thing. We couldn't just get on a
Yes.
plane, go visit them. So I don't mind sharing, on those levels because
Yeah.
we don't understand enough of this, and I'm fine. The divorce is going to be expensive. We're going to have to figure out the money. Apparently, there's if it's a mental health reason, you can get some funding,
Yes.
but it's like $1,000 to hire a divorce
Yeah.
lawyer,
Yes.
and
Well, I know
you know.
that's the start, right? So,
But again, it's his mental health. So
hmm,
if if going back down to friend and finding him a place of his own, like even if it's a little bachelor pad, means we have to make more money. But again, it's his mental health.
yeah.
So I don't completely understand it. Neither does he.
Hmm.
And the more we're hoping to talk about it, not like if we're doing a build broadcast, we don't like talking about it because we have to focus on what we're building.
Yes.
But on talk, like just chatting type broadcast,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
just want
my
to
cue.
talk
Did you
no
hear
more.
that
Okay,
knocking?
yes, I heard that.
That's my wifey saying,
So
"You've got 5
I,
minutes, so we got to wrap this up."
I am grateful for the fact that he is still
Yes.
alive.
Me too.
That this has kind of killed a part of him, but it
Yes.
hasn't killed him.
Right. But it's killing you. Let's be real. Right?
I'll
It's
figure it
it's
out.
been hellish for you. So that, yeah. So
So everyone, get over to Twitch and tell me how much you love me. It's that
yes,
simple.
and send boatloads of money. 20s would be better. Hundreds would be gracious. Okay, we'll leave it alone. Um, so Emma, what are you currently grateful for before you go?
I'd have to say the same thing as she had said earlier, that, grateful for you being on this app because you have
Hmm.
brought so many people together and helped so many people as well. And, um, I really appreciate that. And I've seen that throughout
Yeah.
on here. And you have such an amazing soul. And we really appreciate you. And thank you, Michael.
Oh, thank you. So that's so nice. And listen, that check I promised you is in the mail. It's coming. There you go. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, and let's not be strangers, and let's be kind to each other. And if we can, you know, let's try to find a flicker of hope. And when you say something negative about Haps, try to say something positive.